is the exception. Picked by a TV audience, she was given the main part in Andrew Lloyd Webber's production of The Sound of Music. A year on, Connie's still climbing every mountain 6 times a week. 5's Lara Lewington went to see how she manages it.
The hills are alive with the sound of music.
Connie Fisher won the lead role in The Sound of Music on a TV talent show. Now, a year on and still in the role of Maria, has she made a lasting impression on the public.
If I say the name Connie Fisher to you, do you know who she is off the top of your head?
Yes. You lost her voice from singing too much.
If I was going to say the name Connie Fisher to you, would you know who she was?
Me?
Just checking. So, has winning the role lived up to her expectations?
Everything I expected and more. It's been a massive turnaround in my life. It's been a whirlwind, and it's changed my life completely. There were so many times where I would have given up. I was thinking in telesales, will I ever get a job in the business? My heart throughout drama school was into musical theatre, and I studied musical theatre, and not to get a job instantly is disheartening. But you have to wait for your big break, and I was very lucky that it came along so quickly, really.
But it hasn't all been an easy ride for Connie. Voice problems had forced her to take a break.
I pushed and just kind of burst a blood vessel, and it was a bit like an athlete injury, you know, a sportsman who goes over his ankle or something. I had to not speak for a whole 2 weeks, and then I had to come back to the show and try and rehabilitate my voice whilst doing the show.
Now fully recovered, and Connie seems to have found a friend in another TV talent show winner, Lee Mead.
After Lee won the role as Joseph, did you two meet up quite quickly to have a chat about what the experience is like?
Well, I first met Lee on the Joseph final, where I went on to sing The Sound of Music, and I had such a great time, and Lee really stood out for me, and I felt like I knew him, of course. And weirdly, when he won, it felt like we had this incredible bond, like, I don't know, brother and sister, almost unspoken. We didn't have to say anything, and I met him today for a coffee, and it just feels like he's going through everything that I went through.
Meanwhile, Connie has a not-so-shocking confession to make.
I'm a singaholic.
I have noticed, since arriving here, I have heard you singing away, and I've just thought, wow, amazing voice.
Oh, thank you. Well, I'm always singing. I'm sure it annoys most of the people I've ever lived with, but it's just, I suppose it's a habit, and it's without it, I would be mute.
And you have to wear one of them as well.
Yes.
Connie may be well settled in the role of Maria, but it seems there are plenty of people out here on the streets who wouldn't mind a go themselves.
The hills are alive with the sound of music.
Goes from my heart with the sound of music. My heart wants to sing every song it hears.
Songs they have sung for 1,000 years.
I actually have the lyrics.
No.
The songs right here.
I'm not
and I just
singing.
wondered if you fancied just singing a little bit.
No.
Or you could sort of rap it or read it.
Honestly,
or do whatever
the
you like.
viewers of 5 really wouldn't want me to sing, I can assure you.
I'm sure they'd love it.
Well, maybe some took a little more convincing about wanting the part. Lara Lewington, 5 News.
I'm not even going to try.